Yeah. Come on in. Let's go. Y'all know what it is, man. Welcome to another episode of the Giant Huddle. I need y'all to come on in. I'd like to thank each and every one of you, man, for rocking with me. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure on your way in that you like, you comment, you subscribe. We got a few things, man, that we want to discuss, that we want to talk about. I want y'all to understand what the Giant Huddle is, man, for those who are new to this channel, who are new to this stream. I want y'all to understand this is a place where it is okay to agree to disagree, man. I see a lot of that going on, man, especially on the beautiful app of Twitter/X. The Giant fans, for some reason, we can't just simply agree to disagree, man. Bring your opinions to the chat. If you disagree with your boy, trust me, believe me, I welcome it. So if you are a Giant fan, man, this is a place for you, man. Giant Huddle. This is where we discuss it all. Let's argue. You know, I don't really love you like that if we can't argue. Come on in. Let's go. All right. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, again, man, welcome to another Giant Huddle. Look, I want to thank everybody for all of their continuous support on all social media platforms, especially here on YouTube. Again, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe on your way in. This is a place for Giant fans/soldiers. I want to make it clear. I mean, everyone is welcome, don't get me wrong. But I want to make it clear. This is not for the super sensitive, man. This is not for the super sensitive. If you feel like you don't like the Raw, this is not the place, man. I'm sorry. If you feel like you do not like to agree to disagree, have an exchange, have an argument, have a debate, or whatever it is, if you want the cookie cutter shit, I'm sorry, man. This is just not the place. All right. We get it in over here, man. But of course, we're going to really get down to the nitty gritty and talk about it. Shout out to my guy, Miz, who was in the chat. He says, "Sup, my brother." Yes. Shout out to Miz, man. But let's get into it like only we can, man. Let's go.
Two official, through the flag, blew the whistle, 3 words, 2 initials. Make it airline, make it air tiger.
We built for this shit, we don't fold. We don't fucking fold.
Keep applying pressure to the foes, going closer to the
I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
He might go all the way. Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Miz, who says, "Got no tolerance for soft mother lovers." Nah, that's a fact. That is a fact. I just got zero tolerance for it, man. I'm sorry, man. Football, softness, they do not go together, man. They do not go together. And I see a lot of softness going on in his fan base. So I like to stay far away from it, man. I like to stay far away from it. But listen, man, since the last time we talked, man, just a few things that has happened as far as re-signings and free agencies and just little moves and things of that nature. So let's just talk about him for a little bit, man. Amir Smith Marset is back. He is re-signed. For those who have been tuned in, man, that have been paying attention to me, this is one of the ones. This is one of the sleeper ones, man, that I am actually happy about. Amir Smith Marset has shown us, man, that he can be explosive back there in the kick return, punt return game. He's nice and elusive, fast. I mean, he had what, like a couple kick returns back to the crib. I think it was versus the Saints, if I'm not mistaken, where he actually returned one to the crib, but they brought it back. But if you a Giant fan like I'm a Giant fan, there's been a minute it's been a minute since we had some good productivity back there in the kick return, punt return game. But yeah, man, Amir Smith Marset is somebody that I'm excited that we have back now. Punt return, kick return, is not the juiciest. It's not the juiciest re-signing, but it is important. You know what I mean? It's vital, and you can't underplay that, man. So giant salute to Amir Smith Marset. He is back, baby. Greg Van Roten is also back. Yes, man. He has been a little solid. Especially in the beginning of the season when that whole old line was clicking. Um, I think I like this one, man. I like this one because at the end of the day, you don't want to really take away from the progression that you did have last year, but you want to build onto it. Yes, there was ugly play once Andrew Thomas went down and things of that nature, but I think what the goal should be is to capitalize on that and add some depth. But I'm glad that we adding depth with Greg Van Roten still in the lineup. Um, it's kind of expected for me. I kind of seen this happening here, but nice and decent re-signing here. Greg Van Roten is back. Deontay Johnson, somebody who had himself a big offseason. His name was floating around day and night. Deontay Johnson had a good preseason as well. He looked really good. Um, got hurt, and then even on his return, just didn't seem like the same player that we kind of was advertised with in the offseason, man. I seen a lot of missed tackles from this dude. He just the getting from sideline to sideline was kind of still there, but it wasn't the same like how we've seen in the offseason. But after that injury, it kind of took him a little minute to get the rust off. Hopefully he could build off what he did last offseason. Again, not a bad re-signing, man. Not a bad re-signing. There's still some names out there, man, that I'm interested in seeing, man. But we'll talk about that in a little second. Now, never can say goodbye, man. Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson is gone, man, ladies and gentlemen. Adoree Jackson is no longer a New York Football Giant. In fact, he's going to the flipping Eagles, man. He's going to the Eagles. Listen, at this point, man, at this point, if the Eagles can't hop off, man, I don't know what it is. It's like, yo, we'll lick to the Eagles, man. For real. They look at us and they just like, yup, as soon as some more of them New York Giant goods pause. As soon as I get an opportunity, I'm going over there because they got the talent. They for sure got the talent. But I need to make a Giant an Eagle because I know what to do with them. See, the Giants don't know what to do with him. But as soon as he's a free agent, as soon as he's not happy with his financial disputes, as soon as I can get my hand on him, oh yeah, I got
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Lee, man. Another one bites the dust, man. Adoree Jackson is somebody who a lot of people wasn't really rocking with. I like Adoree Jackson, man. I did, especially as a deaf piece. The older that he has gotten, I would have liked to see him as that, but um, I kind of seen this move coming, especially with our a new signings with a Debo and things of that nature. Man, somebody had to. He is probably a little too rich for our blood as far as what he may want. So that what we willing to give, I don't think that was aligned. But yeah, Adoree Jackson is out here. So also there has been some free agent moves, man, since the last time we talked. Nothing too crazy, but a couple of things I think is worth mentioning. We'll start here, man. We'll start with my guy Jeremiah Ledbetter. Ledbetter is coming off the best season of his career with the Jaguars as he set new career highs with 2 sacks and 38 total tackles, including 8 tackles for loss in his 15 games, man. Ledbetter to me, man, I was looking at some film from Ledbetter, strong, big body, veteran guy who I like as far as a veteran piece is concerned. When we talk about adding depth to this roster, this is somebody who who I whose caliber who I would like to see, man. So I think this is just another depth piece, man. Nothing too crazy, but very necessary. Also, Stone Forsyth, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. He has took over at the right tackle for an injured George Fant in the 2024 season opener. Forsyth then started the next 5 games before a hand injury landed him on injured reserve. Then Forsyth returned for the final 3 weeks of the season, man. Look, this dude is 6'8, 307 pounds. He played in 53 games with 14 starts, 11 at right tackle, and then 3 at left tackle in 4 seasons with the Seahawks. Forsyth is somebody who started a career high with 8 games in 2023, 5 at right tackle and 3 at left tackle. So, um, yeah, again, yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Just depth. Um, didn't I looked at some videos on him, looked at some film on him. Um, hey, I don't, I guess, man. I guess slow feet to me. Somebody whose coordination ain't all the way there, but these coaches know more than me. So again, just another depth piece. We'll see. We'll see. Again, nothing to wake up out of your sleep for sure. Demetrius Flanagan Flowers. Flanagan Flowers played in 73 regular season games with 7 starts across 5 seasons with San Francisco. He spent the majority of the 2019 season on the practice squad as an undrafted rookie out of Arizona. Flanagan Fowles has also made 9 postseason appearances. I believe this dude is going to be another special teams guy. Again, nothing too crazy. Um, just I think they're just getting that special teams right with some veteran presence, man. People who know what they're doing, people who are more disciplined than the lighter. So again, nothing too sexy about this, but I guess moves that has had to be made. Now, let's talk about what's really real. I've been sitting back just evaluating this situation, man. It is no shocker that we are still trying to figure out what is going on in this whole debacle and whether we gonna get this veteran in here soon, if it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and the whole nine, and then you have that aspect of it, but then you have the draft, and I cannot stop thinking about the fact that we really shot ourselves in the foot going into that Colt game and treating it like it's the fucking playoffs. Playoffs. That was a horrible, man, just a horrible decision that meant absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I know I've been talking to people and they're just like, yo, man, how could you expect players to go on the field and pull back? No, it's not the players doing. To me, when I look at, tanking, I don't look at the players going out there and saying, okay, I'm gonna pull back a little bit. Nah, not necessarily. I look at the coaching. Hey man, this is clearly a passing situation. What we gonna do, man? We just gonna run the ball right up the middle. All right. The first half, yeah, boom. We shown the MetLife fans, we've shown John Mara, we've shown everybody, what we could really do, but we don't want to play this third and fourth quarter trying to win this game. Oh, Malik Neighbors, he's super hot right now. All right, I'm gonna make sure that these first reads and may go to Darius Slayton or such. Like you go about it that way. It's for your coaches to understand your position. See, because think about it. And I don't want people to forget this, man, because everybody was acting like they were so with it at the time. But if you win that Colts game, you're in the position that we're in now. But if you do what you've been doing all year, just go out there, take the L. So what is that? The second to last game of the season. Nothing is proven. You are not in this position. You get your pick of the litter. You get to sit back and you have the full leverage. Man, do I want Shador Cam? Like what I want to do? I'm in the front of this thing. And it's just, man, it is something for me. I know, P, get over it. It's for me that's something that just plays in my head over and over and over again. Because if it wasn't for that Colts game, we wouldn't even be in this situation. The situation that we in is not the most desirable. I tell you that. I really want to know, man, from y'all. Do y'all believe in Joe Shane and Coach Dable going into this year, man? Do you just believe in them? Simple as that. Just all around, there's just things, man, that you just look for them to do. Do you think that they have it? Do you think that they're knowledgeable to get it done? I know I've been talking to y'all in the comments and things of that nature, man. I've been having these conversations. Shit, some of y'all act like we ain't coming off the season that we came off. A lot of y'all is like, damn, y'all really are going with the hype again. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I've let you know. I am pleased with what we have done thus far. I'm not hiding that. Damn, y'all jumped back in the car so damn quick. Y'all talking playoffs, like some things of that nature, which is, I'm not saying it's wrong to talk playoffs or anything like that. I'm not saying it's wrong to want for that. I want you to want for that. But in the same breath and time, man, come on, man. We ain't in La La Land either. Do you trust Joe Shane to do what is best for the team as a whole? I mean, for now and the future. Or do you believe that he is going to end up sacrificing what is best for the future because he's on do or die mode right now? Do you trust Coach Dable? Hypothetically, if we bring in a quarterback that is not as desirable, who doesn't have the arm talent to really build you to get you out of your lack of coaching like others would. If we have a quarterback like Milroe, I know Milroe has been talked about a lot, which is funny because I did a mock draft. My first one was a mock draft with him as our quarterback for the season. But if you have a quarterback like him, can you trust Coach Dable to coach this guy to being what we need him to be, to coach his guy to develop his game, to coach a scheme, play schemes for him to shine in a New York Giant offense? Do y'all trust Coach Dable with that? Boss Les, says, I believe in Shane more than Dable. Okay. All right. I feel it. I feel it. My man Allen says, Giant at the bottom again. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. So, I mean, y'all know me, man. Y'all know me. There's going to be a point in the time in the off season where fan mode, officially kicks in, and I'm in the passenger seat of the car. That's just what it is. I'm a giant soldier, so no matter what, there's going to be a point at the time in the off season where that's happening. I'm geared up and I'm ready for war going into the season. But right now, we got to talk about the uncomfortable. We got to talk about the insecurities, man. We got to talk about the real. Now, the veteran quarterbacks that is on the list, you got your Jameis Winstons, your Joe Flacco's, your Russell Wilsons. Hey, man, pick your guy. Pick your guy. Everybody is waiting on Aaron Rodgers. Me personally, I don't see that as being a thing for the New York Giants. Again, I said this before. I don't know. I ain't Aaron Rodgers camp, so I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm not behind the scenes. But let's say, which one would you rather have? A Jameis Winston, a Joe Flacco, Russell Wilson? I mean, which one would you rather get? Me personally, out of all of those names, I like a Joe Flacco. I like a Joe Flacco. A Jameis Winston is not bad either. But understand that I like these two for the position that I need them to play, which is to back up either Cam or Shador. I think these two guys are going to be better than Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers as that veteran leadership quarterback, that QB2 that's going to come in here and, guide, Shador, guide Cam Ward. I think these two guys are more perfect for that role. So in that sense, yeah, I would like a Joe Flacco, a Jameis Winston signing, especially Jameis Winston's, man. He's a locker room guy. And you need that light bulb in a locker room for sure. Because what's happening with this team is, man, we need resurrection. My man Boss Celeste says no players got better from this coaching staff. And he would rather have Jameson and says Shador for sure. Yeah, man. Giant salute to Boss Celeste. I'm with you. I am with you. But we can play mismatch games, man, leading up to this draft, man. Let's say hypothetically, we do get Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson. I would think that these guys are shoe-in for that starting role. So then that does put us in a position to where we may, I've been hearing different opinions from fans, but we may look at the third pick of the draft differently. To me, I'm going to let it be known, I am not excited about that, man. I just want my franchise quarterback and the two of the guys, Cam Ward or Shador. I do not think they're going double quarterback with the first two picks. So I think we're in a position to get either or. Shout out to my dog. Ghost Dog is in the chat. He says, your peace and salute to all the tribals, man. Yes, sir. Giant salute to my guy, Ghost Dog. But let's talk about it, man. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So we have Travis Hunter. Now listen, man. Clearly, when you have a Travis Hunter is the most dominant athlete to me that is in the position for this third pick. But understand, if we do get a Travis Hunter, I've been saying this for some time, because I know that people been saying cornerback Travis. If we do get Travis Hunter, it has got to be Travis Hunter, the wide receiver. That is the only thing that entices me about getting him in that third overall round pick. I think Travis Hunter truly moves the needle on that offensive side of the ball, man. When you pair him up with the Malik Neighbors, you give whoever that quarterback is options to really get yourself out of sticky situations. You make his job a lot easier. But then you improve this offense a lot by this one move. Defense, I feel like we are already headed in that right direction. The defense on where we want to be, we're a lot closer on the defensive side of the ball than we are offensively. And we cannot just sit there and neglect the offensive side of the ball. Because if we do that, then our problems are going to still remain. Offense is going to struggle to move the ball. Defense is going to stay on the field for years. And we're going to look like the same old Giants. Giants, salute to my guy Mosley in the chat. I see you. So, yes, I need wide receiver Travis if we go that route. If we pick up a Russell Wilson, yeah, go ahead and give me the wide receiver version of him. Travis Hunter's playmaker ability, man, we're not going to sit here and downplay that, man. I don't know why people are so hesitant in acting like Travis is not Travis. That dude is an animal, man. I don't care about what you're accustomed to seeing character-wise from dogs. Yeah, he's a little, unique when it comes to that. He doesn't have the personality of your classic dog. But he's him. He is him. So, yeah, Travis Hunter may be my most interesting signing if we go the veteran QB route and don't get our QBs in the draft. Ghost Dog says, if you feel the vibe, please go ahead, hit the like and subscribe. Woo! He ain't never lied. Y'all heard the guy. Like and subscribe to TP Way the Jai. Yeah, man. Y'all hear my guy Ghost, man. Shout out to Ghost. He is right, man. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Mosley says, like I always say, have to be able to score 24 points consistently. I'm with you. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I definitely want to get back to having a dominant defense. I definitely want to get back to that. But the offense got to move the ball, man. When you don't score, you don't win, man. So, yeah, let's come on, man. We can't be stagnant in the offensive side of the ball. We got to do something. Yeah, man, Ghost Dog co-signing says, hell, at least 21 for sure. Bossless says, imagine if we pull off a Texans move and trade up again in the first to take Shador and Travis. That's not off the table. I've been seeing that scenario, being discussed a little bit. Now, that would be real freaky right there. If we get something like that done, I doubt it. But, hey, man, that would be absolutely crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. You're not lying. But, yeah, we don't even got to talk about this. But, of course, you have Shador that is in the front runner for me, man, as that third pick. I've talked about this plenty of times, so I'm not going to, continue to beat us over the head with this. But Shador Sanders, simple as this, man, is the best thrower in this draft for me, man. He definitely has the arm. He can make any throw on the field. And if you get Shador, man, you're getting your franchise quarterback. Point blank, period, man. Argue with your mama. And that's what everybody's been saying we needed. That is what this GM and coaching staff is saying we needed. We need the guy who's going to be that guy for us at quarterback. So, I mean, I don't understand why we are running away from that now. I really don't. I need my franchise guy, man. I need my franchise guy. Don't bring me in some old rusty, dusty veteran that's gonna just come in here, get his money, do what he can do, got nothing to really truly play for, and then just call it a day. Nah, man. I see two dogs, and Shador and this guy Cam Ward. Cam Ward is another one. I've discussed a little bit about him, but yes, arm talent is there. Arm talent is there. Somebody who can throw on the run. The only thing about Cam Ward is unfortunately I just don't think he's gonna make it to that pick 3. But I mean, hey, we don't know, man. We don't know. If he does, shit, let's go get him. Go get him. His off script playmaking ability too is something that you can't deny. I know Coach Dable would love that. And this is another franchise QB, man. This is a franchise QB right here. And this is where the line, drops as far as certainty for me. As far as certainty, this is where the line drops. Y'all got to stop trying to beat me in the head with getting Jackson Dart in that 3rd pick, man. That is absolutely insane, man. Stop that. Y'all got to stop trying to feed people with that. That is bullshit. We are not getting no Jackson Dart on the 3rd pick of the draft. I can entertain, in that 2nd round, you get one of these names, and then you feel like Jackson Dart is the guy, you get him in the 2nd round. I can entertain that. But y'all talking about getting him in that 3rd pick, man, that is absolutely atrocious thinking. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not with these dogs. These fifth leaders right here. These game changers that I'm talking about. I'm talking about guys that will just completely move the needle. Move the needle. I ain't talking about no damn Jackson Dart, no 3rd pick. I'll be saying anything, man. Shout out to the Juke. The Juke says, man, I wish. Yeah, man, giant salute to my guy, the Juke, man. Please make sure y'all follow my guy, man. Y'all subscribe to my guy, the Juke. Doing dope-ass content for sure over there, man. Ghost Dog says, yeah, hell nah, not at 3. Yeah, man, not at 3. The Juke says Trav and Dart. Yeah, we talked about this, Juke. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Again, we kind of agree to disagree on this. Juke thinks you get Trav at the cornerback position. I think if you get Trav at that pick 3 spot, you're not getting the corner. I think you should get a receiver. I think you should get receiver Trav. And I think it actually is the other way around. I think you put cornerback packages for Trav as secondary, but primarily, you put Trav as a wide receiver. But yeah, we kind of discussed that a little bit. Ghost Dog says, if Shador is there at 3, you take that young man, period. That is a fact. Giant salute to Ghost. Shador for sure. If that man is there, you go get him. You go get him. That is a fact. My man Bleed Blue in the chat, he says, oh, what a 360 of how we felt from last year. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit. when you win 3 games, yeah, you win 3 games. Shit. It should be a 360. Ghost says 180. Yeah. If you did a 360, you would end up where you started. Yeah. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That was mean right there, Ghost. I'm with you. Now, there's been a lot of talks as well about Abdul Carter. A lot of talks about Abdul Carter. That has been picking up steam because if we do get that veteran quarterback to be that QB1 for us this season, you have to truly think. You have to really take into consideration. Are you then going for a quarterback? Are you then going for a Shador, or let's say hypothetically, if a Cam Ward doesn't go, in those first 2 picks that we imagine him to go? Then you feel like, boom, we already have our quarterback for the year. maybe I can go ahead and get my Jackson Dart in the second round. But then I have somebody like an Abdul Carter who is just a complete freak. A complete freak. And he is another guy who moves the needle. Now, I want y'all to understand, man, when I'm mentioning these guys, technically for me, right, as just my opinion, there's a wrong answer in my opinionated, stance. But I don't think there is necessarily a wrong answer in any of these guys. I think you can really, depending on the situation that you were put in, I think you can make something with any of these guys that I'm mentioning right here. Now, Abdul Carter, the thing with him, man, is he would complement this defense extremely well, right? But for me, unlike a lot of people, I am confident with a Kayvon Thibodeau. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Don't get at me. I know I stand on the island kind of like with that opinion. But because we have a Kayvon Thibodeau, I'm not sure. Just not positive. And I could be completely off on this. I'll receive that. But I'm just not positive on how much productivity we'll receive in that position already. Aziz Al-Jalori he's not off the table. He isn't signed with anybody. Am I correct? So I kind of like where we are at that position. So I just feel like we could kind of address somewhere else. And it has nothing to do with, Abdul Carter's ability. I think he's a dog. But I just think that as far as that position is concerned, I think we could have that. We're in a comfortable position. I think we could have that on lock. But look, I understand Abdul Carter is a monster. That speed coming off the edge, Brian Burns on one side, Abdul on the other. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But then when you think about us as collectively, I think he complements a Dex well. I think he complements a Brian Burns well. And then, let's say we do play mismatch with Kayvon Thibodeau. You stand him up sometimes, because you can't stand Abdul up. Pause, stand Abdul up. Yeah, I get it. He's somebody else who is another disruptive guy. I mean, look, if we bring that D-line back to the essence of what we really are, it could get spooky. It could get spooky. So I understand it. I just don't rank this move as high as the others. Shout out to Bleed Blue says, that starts with a QB. Yeah, man, that's what everybody is saying. So, I mean, I don't understand. Let's go get the QB. Let's go get him. He's sitting right there. Let's go get him. Boss Les, if Sanders or Ward are there, take them. Who cares about the vet? I am with you, boss. I am with you. I mean, these are the guys, man. These are the guys. Shador and Cam Ward are the guys. And to me, it is not even close. It's not even close. But again, you got Joe Shane, you got Coach Dable who are going to get the vet because these guys are on do or die mode. They're on do or die mode. Their insecurities is painted all over the wall now. They know that they kind of lack in development. They don't trust their coaching and bringing a rookie in here and to win games. I want y'all to remove Jaden Daniels because that's like an anomaly right there. That doesn't usually happen. The season that he's had, that doesn't usually happen. They don't see that happening with themselves, man. So that's why they want a vet. They want a vet because they know what they're getting out of them. They want a vet to help the poor coaching, help play through the poor coaching. That's just my humble opinion. Shout out to my guy El Jefe that's in the chat. Giant salute. El Jefe, I see you, my boy. Boss Les says Tibbs can get it done. He just got to stay healthy. Plus coaching got to develop players too, and that is a fact. Ball Celeste, you on one today, man. That is a fact. Tibbs is better when his hands are in the dirt, man. Say it again. Say it again. That is for sure. Ruben, he says, draft Abdul and bring back that 4-line front and let them cause havoc. Well, that brings me to another point of mine. Now you have Mason Graham as well. You have Mason Graham, and I don't want people to sleep on this right here. I don't want people to sleep on this move. Because you throw Mason Graham on this defense. Now, you have Mason Graham, you have Dexter Lawrence, you have Brian Burns, you have Kayvon Thibodeau. Let's say we resign Aziz as that, because I agree with you. Kayvon Thibodeau's injury history is a concern. But I like Aziz and Kayvon Thibodeau together. Now, Mason Graham, what you do is you have somebody that complements with Dex. You have somebody who can help you in that run defense, but also in that pass rush defense as well. Now you got two dogs up in the middle. You got two dogs. And me, I think that is something that can't be swept under the rug, man. You got to get Dexter Lawrence some help, man. Because if you get Dexter Lawrence some help, hint, I'm wearing the Dexter Lawrence jersey now. But you get Dexter Lawrence some help, I mean, you are really turning that defensive line into something crazy. You really are turning that defensive line into that dominant, you can't do shit on us type defensive line that we all want and need. So I don't want people to sleep on Mason Graham either. And I would have to breathe on this pause, but I would have to think about this a little bit more on who I would want, a Mason Graham or an Abdul Carter. I think that is a real conversation, man. For real. For real. Shout out to my dog, Ball Celeste. He said, I'd rather Grant and Dex. Come on, man. Come on. So, I mean, really, it's just all dependent on the trajectory on where Joe Shane takes this thing, man. You know, is he going to go into this draft getting our franchise quarterback? Let me make this clear, like I've said plenty of times before. Shador for sure. When it comes to rankings, Shador for sure. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care what anybody else tries to offer. I don't care what anybody else tries to, mix, match, and plug in. You don't get that veteran quarterback, which I don't want to get anyway. I don't want to do that anyway. But it's not up to me. But if we don't get that veteran quarterback and we are in a position to get one of our two guys, we got to go get them by any means necessary. And if someone tries to disrupt that,
you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
That's a fact. But then hypothetically, let's go with what the narrative is going with. If you go into this season and you got a Russell Wilson, you got a Aaron Rodgers, then they're going into the season with them leading in charge. Then I think that's when you bring up the other names. That's when you bring up the Travis Hunters of the world, which is super interesting for me. I wouldn't be mad at that again. I don't think you lose with any one of these. But then if you want to go primarily defensively, you got the Abdul Carter and Mason Graham choice. Pick your poison. So this is kind of the mindset, man, where we are at, man, going into this draft. You got, I want to know y'all's opinions too, man. I want to know your opinion. What's I think we've kind of been hearing QB. I think we kind of been on the same page. Nobody's really interested in Aaron Rodgers. We want Shador or Cam Ward. I think we've kind of been consistent in the chat as far as that is concerned. Let me see here. El Jefe says if Cam and Shador is going at 1 and 2, I'll take Hunter at 3. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Also, I see a lot of downplaying Travis Hunter too, man. I don't know what that is about, man. I don't know why. I don't know what that is all about, man. Travis Hunter is him. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You don't need to see any more. You don't need to see any more. Travis Hunter is him. So all of that other trying to break down all that other bullshit, man. Look, that dude is clearly he's a generational talent and is light years above it. Everyone else in the NCAA, man. Stamp that. My man Ghost Dog says Carter, Hunter, Graham in that order for me. If Cam or Shador ain't there at 3. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Ruben says we are at a great spot at the 3rd pick. We can't go wrong in any pick. Yeah, no. But I get what you're saying. I think we can only go wrong as if we do some off the wall shit and we don't get our QB. If that chance presents itself. You know, that's the only thing. That's my only thing. I want us to be aggressive and be strategic on getting our guy. Now, I will say this about Joe Shane, man. I will say this, and this is me being honest. One thing that we do know about Joe Shane is that Joe Shane is a thinking guy. He's an overthinker at some time. We've seen how he kind of operates in Hard Knocks. So this all could be a ploy. This very much could be one. He could be trying to make it seem like he is going after a veteran quarterback that he is not even truly considering. Because quiet as kept, I do think that this giant front office does really want Shador. I think so. So he could be just playing the game to try to get what he wants in that draft. I don't know. This is just food for thought. But Joe Shane just seems to be that to me. He just seems to be that guy who plays a lot of mental games, mental warfare. That's just what I believe he does, man, in this offseason. El Jefe says, who do you see wanting to play both sides in the NFL nowadays? Nobody. Hunter wants to make a name. Yeah, man. That's a fact. That's that dog mentality, man. That dog mentality. Ghost Dog says, I was down for Hunter at 3 before, but I don't know. The thought of Carter playing on our line with Dex, Burns, and Tibbs is hard to pass up. Yeah, man, that's why I say, like, yo, it's you pick your poison at that point. Because I don't really feel like there's wrong. I do understand that there's people out there who don't put Mason Graham in that category. I'll disagree on that. But yeah, I'm with you, Ghost. I understand. That's Abdul Carter. That's something crazy too. That's a crazy look on that defensive line. That's a crazy look right there. So I understand it. Trust me, I get it. I may have my preference, but I get it. Ruben says, I see Dion becoming a Giants head coach in a couple years if we draft Shador. Yeah. I don't know about that. But then again, man, what do I know? Man, make sure, man, y'all like, comment, and subscribe up in here, man. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all. Make sure that y'all, do for this algorithm, man. Y'all know how that go, man. Share, like, comment, all that good stuff. Let them know we here. Let them know we are here. So, yeah, that is that, man. Still no news, really. Still no moves being made. I'm not sure when they plan on doing that. We'll see. We'll see what is up, man. We're just continuously playing this waiting game. El Jefe says, you can be a Cowboy, have a secret play for a Killjoy Giants in 5. But yeah, man, giant salute to each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Again, man. We're just gonna sit back, man. We're gonna play the waiting game, man. We're gonna see how this all unfolds, because in all actuality, we can't truly make a pick three until we know what we are doing at that quarterback position. So we're at a standstill right now. Once the needle is moved, once we figure out how that this quarterback situation is going to pan out, then we are able to say, okay, all right, well, this is how we need to address the draft. This is what we're going for. But I will tell you this, man, with the limited effort that is here in this draft at that QB position, man, man, it can really turn ugly if things don't go our way. I know that for sure. I'm not trying to have another season of us going in with a mediocre quarterback, and then y'all try to feed me that bullshit. Well, they need their guy. Yeah, miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit. This is do or die. This is do or die. So they need to do anything that possible to get their guy. Point blank. Period. We ain't going into the season with that bullshit again, with that narrative. Let these dudes get their guy, man. My man Nimar says, can't wait to sign Russell Wilson, kick rocks on Aaron Rodgers. Do you think we can trade up to number 2? I think that is most definitely a possibility, man. That's most definitely a possibility. But we're gonna have to want it. We're gonna have to want it for sure. I think the Browns, they know their leverage. They know where they at. And so, yeah, if we want number 2, we're gonna have to go get it, man. We're gonna have to go get it. We have to be aggressive. We have to be aggressive. And I think that is most definitely a possibility, man. But it's on us. It's on us. But that all goes back. That all goes back to that bullshit ass Colts game, man. It really do, man. I be trying to get that shit out of my head, man. I be trying to just move on, man. But damn, bro. Namar says, "Oh, my fault. I already read that." And Sanders, we trust. Legendary. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Sanders, we trust. Legendary. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. Done deal. Done deal. Ghost Dog says, we signed Jameis. Russ signs with Cleveland. Yes. Yes, I do. I can see that. I can see that for sure. Ghost Dog says, Cleveland going to make us pay. But Shane going to have to pull that trigger for the swap with him. That's for sure. That is for sure. You got to pay, man. You're going to have to pay. You want to, everything ain't going to be given, man. That's the position that we put ourselves in. You want that, you want that move, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. But again, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me, man. Please, again, make sure that you like, you comment, you subscribe on your way out. This is the second giant huddle, man. The second giant huddle. I'm gonna try to be doing this thing weekly, man, if I can. But I'm definitely going to be more consistent with this, man. Just chopping it up with y'all, getting y'all opinions on things, man, where we could, talk our talk. Hold on, let me see here. Adam Scheffner, how the Adam Scheffner joints, I get them pulled up on my phone. Oh, he ain't really talking about nothing. So far, there have been no trades involving first-round picks in the 2025 NFL Draft. All right, okay. This is the closest to the start of the NFL Draft in which there have been no trades for first-round picks since 1993. Okay, that's an Adam Scheffner report right there. I get these. I got these on high alert on my phone, man, for sure. I know as soon as it happens, it hits my phone. But yeah, man. Again, until next time, It has been real. Giant salute to each and every one of you, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. We pushing up on an hour. Peace.
Tip away the giant here.